You've been lied to your whole life. You've been told that if you just work hard, if you follow the right path, if you wait your turn, eventually someone will notice your potential and hand you the life you want. But here's the shocking truth. Nobody cares. Nobody actually cares about your success. Not your parents, not your friends, not your boss, not society, not some cosmic force. Nobody is coming to save you. If you want more harsh, uncomfortable truths, subscribe right now to the Growth Mindset Project and turn on the bell, because we're not here to make you feel good. We're here to push you to be great. So let's get real. Most people spend their lives waiting. Waiting for a sign, waiting for motivation, waiting for someone to believe in them, waiting for someone to hand them the keys to success. But the clock just keeps ticking. Every single day you wait, every single day you do nothing, is a day wasted. And do you know what happens while you wait? Absolutely nothing. Nobody cares about your excuses. Nobody cares about your story of why life is harder for you. Stop and look around. Every single person out there has struggles, has pain, has obstacles. Yours aren't special. Life doesn't care if you find it unfair. Success doesn't care about your background or your potential. The universe doesn't care how many times you've been knocked down. And that's the liberating, terrifying truth. If you want to change your life, it's all on you. People think greatness is reserved for the chosen few, the talented, the lucky, the ones with the right connections. But that's just another excuse. Winners and losers come from the same place. The difference? Winners stop waiting for permission. They stop hoping for a hero. They get sick of the lie that anyone is coming. And then, they do the work, even when nobody is watching. Maybe you're thinking right now, that's too harsh, that's unfair. But feeling sorry for yourself won't change your life. Wishing, hoping, expecting things to change by themselves, that's the trap that keeps you stuck. The world is filled with people who are going to bed tonight disappointed in themselves. Why? Because they keep telling themselves, tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll start. Tomorrow I'll be different. But tomorrow never comes, because nobody cares, and nobody is coming. Here's why this message matters. The sooner you realize that your life is 100% your responsibility, the sooner you can take action. Because until then, you'll keep believing you're a victim of circumstance, a product of your upbringing, or a hostage to your environment. But here's the real tragedy. Not that life isn't fair, but that most people will spend their lives waiting for things to be easier instead of making themselves stronger. Why do so many fail? Because working for it when nobody is watching doesn't feel good. Because pushing yourself when nobody believes in you isn't glamorous. Because showing up when nobody's cheering is lonely. Because nobody cares except you. But that's what separates extraordinary from ordinary. That's what growth is. That's how you break through. You have to be willing to do the work alone. You think you deserve success, happiness, fulfillment? You don't deserve it just because you want it. You don't deserve it because you dream about it. You have to earn it. And that means pushing forward when things get dark, when obstacles pile up, when everyone else tells you to quit. That's when transformation happens. That's when you discover who you really are. If you're feeling the sting of this truth, hit that like button and share your honest thoughts in the comments. Does this message resonate with you? Let's talk about it down below. Your engagement helps more people break free from the myth that anyone's coming to help them. Here's an even bigger lie you've been sold, that if you just wait long enough, help will arrive. Someday, somehow, things will work out for you. That's a story for children. You're not a child. Nobody cares about your comfort zone. Nobody cares about your delays and your waiting and your planning. Adults take reality and make something out of it. Not tomorrow, but today. Nobody's coming to rescue you from your job, your relationship, your health, your finances, your self-doubt. If you want something better, you have to become someone better. The first step is having an honest conversation with yourself. Not the kind where you sugarcoat reality or blame others. The brutal, honest conversation where you admit You are where you are because of your own choices. Not because someone failed to save you, but because you hesitated at every choice. You stalled at every crossroads. That's terrifying, yes. But it's also where your power comes from. When you finally accept that nobody cares about your excuses, you free yourself to take real ownership. If your actions are the problem, then your actions can be the solution. If your mindset is what's holding you back, you have the power to change it. When you stop caring about what others think, when you stop seeking their validation, when you stop expecting them to hand you motivation, then and only then are you ready to grow. Because you finally realize that your approval is the only approval you need. Let me remind you, right now, smash that subscribe button if you haven't yet, and drop a comment telling us what action you're going to take today, not tomorrow. And remember, nobody is going to tell you to improve if you don't decide you want to. Nobody cares if you're scared. Do it scared. Nobody cares if you're not ready. Start anyway. Nobody cares if you might fail. Keep moving. Because every single day you don't act is a day spent building someone else's dream instead of your own. Every single hour you spend making excuses is an hour you'll never get back. Comfort is easy. Average is easy. Waiting and wishing and pretending is easy. But you already know easy leads to regret. The pain of discipline and action is always less than the pain of wasted potential and lost time. One day you'll look back and realize nobody stopped you from achieving what you wanted, except you. So, it's time for decisions, not intentions. It's time for action, not fantasies. The people you look up to, the so-called lucky and talented and blessed, they all decided that nobody cares isn't a curse. It's a superpower. Because when nobody cares, you become free. Free from expectation, free from judgment, free to write your own story. And let's make one thing clear. Action beats everything. Thoughts don't change your life. Talking about it doesn't change your life. Plans are just words. The only thing that counts is what you actually do. So what are you actually doing today? Not what you feel like doing, not what you hope you'll do, but what you will do. Every day you show up, even when nobody notices, your wins start to compound. Bit by bit, you become stronger. Obstacles don't get smaller, you just get more capable. You start to see the pattern. Your future is pure, raw potential. You can shape it, but you have to put in the work. If you're still wondering if you have what it takes, let me tell you, you do. Let go of the myth that someone else has to believe in you first. Prove it to yourself with consistent daily action. It won't be easy, and it shouldn't be. If it was, everyone would actually achieve what they talk about. But they don't. They'd rather talk about what they'll do instead of actually doing it. So don't waste what you've been given. Don't trade the possibility of a great life for the comfort of mediocrity. Don't look back in pain, wishing you had started sooner. Start today. Push further. Build habits that make you proud. Ruthlessly cut the noise. Sacrifice comfort for growth. You'll surprise yourself with what's possible. Your journey is yours to walk. No one can want it more for you than you. No one will walk it with you step for step. At the end of the day, all the cheering, all the validation, all the applause in the world means nothing unless you take action. Because nobody cares about your potential until you prove them wrong. Show them. Show yourself. If you're ready to become your own hero, watch more videos from the Growth Mindset Project and tap the bell so you never miss a real conversation about what it actually takes to level up. Nobody's coming. You're on your own. And that is exactly where your story begins.